Good God Almighty. This is probably the third time I'm trying to make this video. And maybe because I've been trying to make the perfect video and instead of making the honest video. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you guys the life updates of what's been going on and try not to get sidetracked on this video like I got sidetracked from the reason I created this channel in the first place, which was to explore small creators for making really dope content online. And I got a ton of visions into small films and then got a ton of visions into making shorts form and got all of this attention from short forms, which affected my long form. But either ways, we're gonna get into all of that, and I'm gonna try to make this in one take and unscripted because I don't want this to be too manicured. I want you guys to get the honest truth. And in this video, we're gonna talk about the life updates, everything I've been up to so far, which are going to impact this channel. We're gonna talk about some mistakes that I made along this journey, which is about 3, 4 years now. And also, we're going to talk about the channel updates and the things that are going to be happening moving forward in this channel. A lot of them are going to be great, but please, after listening to this, please let me know what you think. Let me know what's your perspective of what you've seen so far on this channel and what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. I'm absolutely going to listen to everything, read every comment. I'm going to start doing more things in the community as well, so you guys can also let me know over there. But we're not gonna make the perfect video, we're gonna make the honest video, so stay tuned. Without further ado, let's go. In no specific order, one of the things that's been happening is that I enrolled in film school. Sometime after creating this channel, after maybe a couple of my videos, I enrolled in film school and I wanted to specifically focus on editing and visual effects. And it was one of those things where it worked hand in hand with this channel because one of the things that I wanted this channel to be for me is trying to get out a passion of mine and try to work in that field where, I love short films. I love films in general, but short films is one of those things that I really enjoy as well because they're one of those, hidden gems that people don't really pay attention to. They tend to come from smaller creators who are trying to find their voice in this big world of creativity that we have here. And, I felt like it's a good thing to shed light on them. Being an aspiring filmmaker as well, I felt like this is one of those things where I can learn from people and tap into what everyone is doing, not to steal their content or misuse it or criticize it, just to talk about it, shed light on it, let you guys see it for those of you who aren't tapped into the short film community. The film school is set up in a way where we're just constantly making films on and on and on and on, like literally films, documentaries, horror, comedy, podcasts, whatever it is, that's the whole exam for the school. So I've gotten a chance to work in films and otherwise, and it's been amazing. However, that's one of the things that's taken my attention away from this channel because I'm spending a lot of times, learning about theories of editing and filmmaking and storytelling and this and that and the third. But it's a good thing because it has helped me build my skills in storytelling as well as the visual as well. You can go back to one of my first videos. You can tell like the editing might be a little choppy or the sound might not sound as clear, or maybe the visuals are not as good. The lighting might even be different as well. But it's one of those things where I just decided to take a step in. This is probably my third degree now. My first degree was in business and second in tech. And now this third one, which I am also working full time as well as going to school full time, as well as trying to build this thing full time. So that's also something else that's taken a lot of time away from posting more often on this channel. Now, these are kind of excuses, not excuses, whatever. But I just wanted to let you guys know, give you guys some insight on what's been going on with me as a person. And I never intended to create a channel that's just an AI channel or faceless channel where you do AI voices, clip a bunch of videos and put it on the channel and let it fly or whatever. And apparently that tends to be doing well. In fact, one of my most viewed videos on this channel is a video where I was testing out my AI voice. And that happened to do way better than my regular voice, which actually concerns me. But I don't have any intention of making this a faceless channel or an AI channel. It's gonna be me, my personality. That is also bringing us my next point, which is initially when creating this channel, I did not put in enough of my personality into the channel. I was learning a lot about editing, storytelling, the visuals, how to work cameras. Now I'm learning a lot more about it, learn just figuring out what works best. You guys are still gonna get the videos of for films, short films, the movie clips that I was posting on stories. I'm gonna post that, but with a little better, a little more twist to it where I'm, putting in a lot more of my personality as well and making sure that it's actually posting with reasons. But it's gonna be less of that and more of the full length videos because I'm not I wasn't trying to build this as a shorts channel to begin with. So we're going to kind of, reel that in a little bit because I noticed that when I started posting a lot of shorts, it took away from the long form videos, right? Go to my very first video. My very first video got about 1,000 to 2,000 views within the first month. That actually went on for a while where I'll post another video and you'll get up to 1,000 views and another 1,000 views, and I thought that was normal, silly me, right? I thought that was a normal thing, so I didn't realize that when I started posting shorts. When I started posting shorts, that was gonna kind of alter that a little bit. So it was part of the mistakes that I made, not adding my personality to it, not knowing that I had to balance the ratio off, not to make my channel seem like more of a shorts channel. But when you start doing things and you see results, you tend to lean more towards that. But nonetheless, it's one of those things where I'm learning a lot more. I'm seeing that this is something that I should have taken the lessons and tweaked it more. And you read a lot of things about YouTube, and it says, "Hey, if you have other interests, don't put it on this channel. Go create another channel and put that there because you don't want to mess up the algorithm of this channel and this and that and third." But, I listened to all of those informations and maybe it helped me, maybe it didn't help me, but it's one of those things where you learn from so many different teachers and so many different directions. And at some point, you don't even know where to go with any of these things. Between my other two channels and then TikTok, Instagram, I've been posting consistently all throughout. The only difference is I've been splitting them towards different content, and I'm just one person. I haven't built a team. I'm still shooting, scripting, editing, learning, voiceovers, as well as working and going to school all by myself. So it's a one-man team, and I did it intentionally also to learn a lot before I start outsourcing things to different people, which eventually will happen. But for now, I kind of wanted to learn a lot about how how YouTube works itself. And now I'm, much further along in my educational journey, both in school, which I'm in second year now, yay, and this will be what, third, fourth year with this channel. So moving forward, I'm still going to be shedding light mostly on the short films like I've been doing before. I'm gonna be sharing film on short films, but I'm also gonna include other forms of content because I don't want to box this into just the film creators, the small creators that are creating short films, because people are creating a lot of exciting things. And some of them are just social media posts. Some of them are in form of music videos. Like for instance, Joyner Lucas has been going crazy with the visuals for his music videos, right? There's one that I saw recently, I think Three Little Piggies or something like that. I'm gonna talk about that on this channel as well because it's all film. It might come in musical form, it might come in other forms. Like think about, okay, for instance, like Kanye West, back in was it Runaway Love, I think? Think about that. Like that is a film production, right? That is a crazy film production. Or there's this other thing that I saw. It's by Gucci. I forget the name of it. I will talk about that as well. But basically, these brands are also making solid films, right? That are more so showcasing their catalog, but these are full length productions. Like, don't get it twisted. But I think just boxing into just making short things about short films kind of limits how much I can bring to you guys and how much we can talk about. But I'm not just gonna be talking about this in the form of recap. I'm gonna be recapping it to you guys, but also talking about the relevance of it, you know, why you guys should watch it or not watch it. So these are things that I want to bring to the channel because what's the point of going to film school if I'm not able to bring some of that into this channel and actually give you guys the full scope of what my knowledge base is for filmmaking or what my true passions are because potentially leaving the tech world. You know, I'm a UX designer. Actually, I never talked about that. Outside of this, I'm a user experience designer. I worked in a lot of different industries from pharmaceuticals to I think my last gig I was working with Edward Jones, which is a investment institution. I worked with Express Groups. I worked with all kinds of different companies, insurance, whatever you have, Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm potentially leaving this career of being a tech designer to coming into the creative space. It's not like one of those things where because I've seen a lot of people successful at it, I decide I want to jump into it. No, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I've been in the creative field for a very long time, and now it's just one of those things where I want to express myself with my own art instead of helping other people. Instead of just helping other people express their own art, I want to be able to put out my own art and expressiveness. And all of this is also helping me build to a place where I'm also creating my own content as well, which I create a lot of my own content as well, just for play, anyways. And I'm going to be doing a whole lot of that, so I want to bring that to this channel as well, so we can all talk about this. So I'm not doing this like this channel was never a channel to criticize or to undermine or steal any of this creative's contents. This channel was basically so that I can shed light on their content and be inspired by this and also show other people who are not tapped into short films to tap into short films. So that being said, I'm also going to be putting myself on the line, right? Now, granted, now let's talk about this. Even though I'm gonna be putting some of these short films on this channel, I want you guys to, show some grace. Okay. I'm working with a lot of students who are some of them are just coming straight out of high school, are just regular content creators who are being thrown into roles that they didn't even come to film school for. So someone who came to film school for, being an actor is then being told to direct the film or to become an editor. So everyone on the team doesn't have control of what everyone else is doing, so you might not get the best film out of that. However, it's the whole thing about the educational process. It's forcing you to do things that you wouldn't naturally do if you had a choice. But now you're paying someone to help. It's almost like going to the gym, right? You're paying a personal trainer to force you to do the things or to push you to do things that you would naturally just give up on. So I'm going to be showing a lot of that here. I'm going to be putting a lot of my short films here, a lot of the podcast documentaries, as well as my other, fun projects that I did on the sides. Just some things from just myself personally, or things that I just scrounge a bunch of people to do within a couple of hours, and we're gonna post that here, and you guys are gonna be able to criticize it. So it's not one of those things where I'm just bringing other creators to the hot seat and trying to talk about their films of what I don't like about it. I'm gonna talk about my own films as well, my own products as well as a creative. I think I covered it all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about this channel, and I hope you guys stay subscribed. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, do whatever it is they say to do, and stay tuned because things are gonna get a lot more exciting from here on out. Thanks for watching. To the next one. Peace.